YouTube, what's going on? It's the flyest vlogger on the planet. My name is Showtime Desire. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great, positive, productive day as always. Know what I got for you guys? Hip hop news, cultural updates, everything like that for you guys today. But before we do any and all of that, know what you got to do for your boy. You see that subscribe button on your screen right there. I need you to click that, turn that bell icon on, so each and every time one of these here videos drop, you don't miss the content. You don't want to miss it. It's so good. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Drop my intro. All right, y'all. So the first thing I want to discuss with you guys today is Latto. She sat down with Big Boy on Big Boy's Neighborhood and dropped kind of a bombshell, if you ask me. She said that there's a feature on her project, her upcoming project 777, in which there's a male artist that tried to sleep with her after doing the feature, right? And she didn't name him, but she did kind of, put him on blast. She definitely put him on blast. Here's what I want to say about that. First of all, it's disgusting, right? Because as males, we already get a bad rep for trying to seduce women or use our power to sleep with women. So as a black man, we really don't need to be doing that. And I'm pretty sure it was a black man just because it's hip hop, and I'm just assuming that, the feature was from a black person. But she didn't say who it was. I hate that for her because she's a dope artist. I think Latto can rap, but I also hate it just as a male because we got to stop doing stuff like that. Because there's women that actually are willing to sleep with us just because we're in a position of power, or just because we got money and fame and all that. So there's women out here that will do that. What we don't need to do is try to abuse the power that we have, or the blessing that we have, to try to sleep with women. Like, that's just disgusting, bro. And there's women out here like Latto who really have a talent and should not have to endure that kind of treatment based on the fact that she looks pretty or she's sexy, and you think that you having money and all that is gonna make her fall for you like any other woman. Like, that's not cool, right? I also want to say this. She didn't say his name. She didn't say his name, but when the album drops, whoever that artist is, they're gonna look for all the male names on that album. If there just so happen to be one or two male features, those two guys, or however many features there are on that album, they're gonna look for that name. If it's only a couple, all three of them are gonna be up to whatever how many it is. They're going to investigate those guys, or social media is gonna investigate them and try to cancel them. So while she didn't sell the guys out, so to speak, social media is gonna attack them because they're not gonna forget that she put this information out there. So, she got him in trouble, but didn't get him in trouble at the same time. And I don't want to say she got him in trouble. They got themselves in trouble. Because, again, that's just disgusting, bro. You can't do that stuff. And a lot of people started pointing fingers at Kodak Black and wondered if Kodak Black was the culprit based on his comments during a Breakfast Club interview about him sleeping with, a female artist, and how he feels about working with female artists and things like that. So they wondered if it's Kodak Black. We haven't heard anything from Kodak Black saying that it wasn't him or anything like that. But again, once Latto's project drops, whoever that artist is, if I was them, I would just get rid of the feature. Latto kept the feature on there because she said she likes the song so much. But if I'm that male artist, I would just remove it, just because once she puts that out and you're only one of three guys, male features, that's on that album, it's not gonna look good for him. So, that's just my opinion on it, man. Let me know what you guys think. What are your comments on Latto? How you feel about male artists abusing their power? All that good stuff. Let me know how you feel about the subject in the comments below. Alright, y'all, on to the next subject here. So, KD made some comments about the Genius Kanye West documentary, and one thing that stood out to me in this, in what he said was, he feels like people always say, you know, we want the old Kanye back, but he's always been like this. He's right to a degree. He talked about Kanye ranting. He talked about Kanye believing in himself. He talked about the conversations that he was having with his mom, and basically Kanye spoke it into fruition. He spoke it into existence, right? He told you what he was gonna do, then he did it. The problem is, the old Kanye, it was a lot more humble. The conversation was, yeah, I'm a genius, but okay, if you haven't seen the documentary, I'll just take that part, right? There's a scene in there, spoiler alert, there's a scene in there where he's talking to Rhymefest, and Rhymefest tells him, you know, you can't call yourself a genius. You let people call yourself a genius. Now, the arrogance that is Kanye understood that, yeah, I can't call myself a genius. What you're saying is correct. However, I feel like if I plant that seed of me saying that I'm a genius and people hear it, at some point, people are going to say, yeah, he is a genius. Look at what he did with music. And he was right. The problem is, all he had to do from that point on was go, I told you so, and leave it alone. What happens with Kanye is he continues to try to tell people, I told you so. And that's where the dilemma comes in, right? You don't got to keep telling us, I told you so. And the reason you don't have to is because people are saying that you're a genius, musically, creatively. They are calling you a genius. But what Kanye tends to want to do is continue to tell people, I'm a genius. I am Walt Disney. I am this. I am that. Well, now, I don't, as a fan, I can't brag on you because you telling me what you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, they never tell people they're the greatest players in the world. Well, rest in peace to Kobe. But they never told people they was the greatest players in the world. They might have said it trash talking or, you know, jokingly, but they did believe it. But the fans, based on their play, said that Kobe, LeBron, and Michael Jordan were the best players ever. Fans have that debate. Those three, if they were to sit down in a room, again, rest in peace to Kobe. Obviously, Kobe can't do it. But if they were to have sat down in the room, they probably looked at all of us and went, we let them debate, but, you know, we know how good we are. We don't have to debate that. They put us on this pedestal. We didn't put ourselves on this pedestal. We just went out there and played basketball. That's all Kanye West had to do. He told y'all what he was going to do. He did it. And I just had to say I told y'all and leave it alone. In the world, the culture, anytime anybody brought up Kanye West, they would have said, you got to put Kanye West, you got to mention his names with the Dr. Dre's and the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's and the Biggies and the Pacs and the Nas because of X, Y, and Z projects. But all this other foolishness going on, we get sidetracked because he do all this talking. That's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comments below. Did you see his documentary? What do you think about KD's comments? Let me know all that in the comments. Alright, y'all, and the last thing I want to discuss with you guys today before I get up out of here. So, Coi, Leray, and Nicki Minaj, they were on IG Live for a little over an hour and a half. And they just sat down and just kind of chopped it up. They do have a record coming out together, so that should be dope for both of them. Nicki Minaj has kind of been like chilling over the last couple years when it comes to music. She dropped a little features here and there, but they kind of discussed like the hatred that they both give and the similarities in both in one another. And I thought that piece was interesting because the Coi Leray slander is weird because for no reason people just didn't like Coi Leray. And I never understood that. Like, what did Coi Leray do that turned people off? You know, she dropped that No More Parties record where she talked about her dad in that situation. And then after that, people just kind of felt some way about Coi Leray. I don't see her like doing a bunch of corny stuff or like clout chasing. I don't even think that the situation with her dad was clout chasing. I just felt like she was expressing herself as an artist. So I never really understood why people didn't really like Coi Leray. You know what I'm saying? And she never put out a record that I didn't like. It was always, the 3 songs that she got out, they were straight. I mean, they're my favorite, but they vibes. Like the one song, is good. The TikTok, the twinning, the go best friend. You know what I'm saying? It was straight to me, man. The kids like it and everything like that. So I don't understand where that came from. Now the Nicki Minaj stuff, I personally had an issue with Nicki Minaj's actions a couple years ago, just because I felt like she was doing a lot of hater stuff. It just always seemed like Nicki Minaj was one people to like. She felt like that queen image that she was trying to portray. It was like she felt like everywhere she go, somebody should be bowing down to her or praising her, right? And I felt like the culture always gave Nicki Minaj her props. Well, outside of New York, but at first, but for the most part, I felt like people was really rocking with Nicki Minaj, and like I said a few years ago, like I didn't like how that whole thing with Travis Scott transpired, where she was mad at him for having a #1 album because he was selling merchandise with his album. I didn't like how that whole Cardi B situation went down. There's just a couple instances where I just felt like she was trying to like block people from shining, and it was like, that's corny, man. Because you don't need to, and like you can grab people and make them shine with you. You're Nicki Minaj, so a Nicki Minaj feature at that time was probably a big thing, just like a Drake feature was, or is, I should say. So that was my only thing with Nicki Minaj. Now again, she hasn't been doing any music lately, so we'll see what happens with Nicki Minaj when she tries to put new projects out and albums, and who she features on those projects and artists that she works with. And she's a mother now, so her perspective on things changed, and she's just a different person, I'm hoping. So we'll see how that goes. But let me know what you guys think about the conversation. Are you excited for the new song with Coi Leray and Nicki Minaj? Let me know all that in the comments below. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.